Everybody has a little bit of broken in. It's how much you let that broken take over your life. It says, honest question. Why are some big gaming events like Games Done Quick still doing Fauci mandates? 90% of America is back to normal, but Games Done Quick refuses to move on. Are they that out of touch or what? Lover Green, great question. And allow me to answer that, and we can go around the. Yes, I held off on pulling that one out because I can see why Adam. Just hold on back. Let me say this, Lover of Green. The gaming industry. There are a lot of people in the gaming community that are broken. They are broken. They have been broken. They were broken by 2016. They are broken by 2020. And they surround themselves by broken people. These are people who do not leave their bubbles, which live in that 10% and think that the rest of society lives in that 10%. The problem with that is that the 90% don't go up to them and say, guess what? This isn't reality. That's the biggest issue. I walked into a bank this morning, and guess what happened? They still had their fucking plastic visors up in between the teller and me. And I said, it's 2020. I literally said, it's 2023. Why do you still have these up?
The bulletproof
No. Just no.
Because they're always there.
The COVID proof.
Are you sure? Okay.
That's right.
All right.
This is the COVID proof glass that literally had a hole in between it, separating them, to where if I wanted to, I could breathe my breath all over them. Mm-hmm. And their answer was,
you thought about it, didn't you?
Almost out of spite.
You were like,
almost out of spite.
I could just.
Yes. That's an assault. But with that said, Games Done Quick is a broken organization. They've gone back and forth over many times and made ridiculous decisions, banned people for stupid things, and have really they're in that 10% bubble that doesn't understand that the rest of society has moved on. And here's the reality of it. They're never going to change. If they're still wearing their masks today, if they're still mandating that these things have to happen in 2023, as they look around at the rest of society and thinking that we're all the crazy ones for not covering up our faces, they're never going to change. And that's the saddest part about it.
Facts. Those are facts right there.
So great question. And I'm sorry I went off a little bit on there. And I think I was able to deliver that message in a little bit more YouTube-friendly manner than what Adam would say.
I tried to. YouTube got to me, I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what? The reality is that there needs to be an alternative to awesome Games Done Quick. But once again, it goes back to, and this is the hard reality, is that the gaming community has broken people in it. That's the saddest part. Those of you watching this, like, everybody's a little broken. Everybody is.
Especially
nobody's
Flawed.
perfect.
I know.
But Flawed may be the most broken out of all of us. But everybody has a little bit of broken in. It's how much you let that broken take over your life. And there's a lot of people in the gaming space that just let whatever it is that hurts them consume their life. Whatever they're scared of consuming their life. This show doesn't pander to that bullshit.
No,
if you're hurt,
and it doesn't. And it doesn't help that society feeds that fire of victimhood. Like, oh no, you're right. It is society's fault. Everything's against you, especially if you're black or a person of color of any sort of shade that isn't white, or you're marginalized by who you want to sleep with, or any of these other million things that they will sort you into a different box of victim cards, and then they hand it out to you and they say, use this for everything you can. And it's like, no self accountability at all. It's always someone else's fault, and they need to be a victim to blame and have the answer. The answer is always someone else. It's not themselves. They don't have to work on anything. No. They're perfect the way they are. You're perfect the way they are. Worst lie you can ever tell a child, and they're all just adult babies.
And here's the reality of it, is that there are people that are in the speedrunning community that do not agree with that. But guess what? They're going to show up and they're going to do their speed runs. Why? Because of clout, because they want recognition for what they were working on. That's what it is, because the game's done quick. They have a large audience. They're partnered with Twitch, which once again, Twitch, bubble, San Francisco, insane people working there, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a bubble inside of a bubble, and they all hang out, and they don't shake hands because that's germs. But they all had their little gangbangs with their masks on, and everything is good, you know? It's crazy. Anyway, sorry. But what do you think about this? Leave us a comment down below. We read every single one of them. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button because you have found your home for common sense in the gaming and entertainment worlds.